The FSOA. So in the FSOA, one of the clearest ways to stand out is to write like a diplomat under pressure. And that means using the BLUF method. BLUF stands for bottom line up front. This style works because ambassadors, senior officials, and decision makers don't have time to read a long lead up before they get to the point. They want the recommendation first, then the reasoning, then the implications. In the FSOA case management exercise, you'll often be working against the clock, maybe 4 to 5 minutes to review a large packet of information, write a memo, and without structure. It's easy to get lost in the details. BLUF helps you deliver clear and confident and actionable recommendations fast. So here's a breakdown of what that looks like. First, the rules. The time allocation is a total of 90 minutes, 30 minutes, and this is just an example here, 30 minutes, read and analyze. And I did receive this from the State Department's website. So read and analyze all provided material, memo prompt, staff emails, chart, regulations, etc. It's virtual now, so all of those things are going to be in the electronic or on the web platform that they have. And it's a lot of silence. As I've been interviewing people who have taken the FSOA, it's a lot of silence. It's a lot of time to yourself. You're on camera, you're reading, you're consuming that information so you can actually contribute your part to the project. 45 minutes to draft your memo, which is great time. 30 minutes to read, 45 minutes to write, and 15 minutes to review and revise, and that will lead you right into presenting. The key memo elements and constraints. The writing is done in a web-based form, which I just shared, with limited word processing capability. No spell check is provided, so be very careful with grammar and spelling. And this is also from the the careers state website, state.gov. You'll need to integrate numerical or data-driven information effectively. Quantitative analysis is expected. So this, you can take a screenshot of that if you're interested in knowing what they're looking for. Again, this is from the state website, not from Travis's opinion. So looking for written communication, information integration, analysis, and judgment. Now, here's the actual structure. Bottom line, logic supporting facts, urgency, and forward or the next steps, BLUF. So bottom line, your main recommendation or decision, this should be the first sentence. The supporting facts, concise evidence or data that supports your recommendation, keep it to the strongest points. The implications, why it matters, what's at stake, possible risk, or next steps. So a weak example would be the security situation is concerning, and there are various things we might do depending on how the event folds. That's very weak. But a stronger actual BLUF example of that same sentence, and I'm going to read it without stopping, the week first and then revised into the BLUF. Let me see if I can. Is it the same? How about that? Oh, actually, this is not the same, but I'm going to give you both. So the security situation is concerning, and there are various things we might do depending on how events unfold. The better. I recommend the embassy issue. I'm sorry. I recommend the embassy issue an immediate security advisory to U.S. citizens and temporarily suspend non-essential travel to the affected region. This decision is based on confirmed reports of targeted attacks on foreign nationals, the closure of local police stations, and disrupted transport routes. Acting now reduces the risk to U.S. citizens and preserves our credibility as a reliable source of safety guidance. Now, this is also an example of non-BLUF statement, but also structured and revised into BLUF. After reviewing the data on the earthquake's impact, the request from the host government, I believe it's our best interest to provide assistance. We could activate the EAC, release funds, and request a DART. Now, restructured. Recommendation first, I recommend activating the EAC, releasing $50,000 in emergency funds, and requesting a DART deployment within 36 hours to address urgency safety concerns for U.S. citizens. So here's an example of a BLUF style FSOA case management response. And if you want to take a moment to read it, you can. If you want to take a moment to screenshot it, you can. This is a recap of the entire packet of information that you will receive. And when I say packet, I'm talking about a digital packet. And this is a summary of all of what is there. So the earthquake struck this many hours ago, how many deaths, how many injured, what's going on with the city, the airport, the transportation, how many U.S. citizens, all these highlighted items here. And so I'll give you 5 more seconds just in case you do want to take a screenshot of that. Okay. All right, so the response. You want to model for the FSOA case management memo. And again, this is submitted in the web-based form. And this is in a format of a letter written to the ambassador. So you're going to start off with 2, and this is just depending on how each will start, but this is how this one is starting. Straight to the point. And starting with the bottom line, I recommend the embassy immediately activate emergency action committee, which is the EAC, allocate $50,000 in discretionary funds for urgent local relief purchase and formally request USAID deploy a disaster assistance response team, DART, within 36 hours. This coordinated approach will address immediate life safety concerns for U.S. citizens and demonstrate visible U.S. leadership in crisis response. The supporting facts. And this is all in one letter. I'm just breaking it up in these sections so you can see. And just for the sake of time, you can screenshot that or read it to yourself. Essentially, what I read above is the recap here, but this is the actual letter or the memo. The supporting facts that you'll receive in your packet, it will be there. The implications. And I already know, and I can tell, it would be nice for me to actually spend probably an hour just on the FSOA case management response. I do have a video on the YouTube channel, but I'm going to actually break this down in full context for everyone. So stay tuned for that. You'll be notified. But of course, ending in the forward or the F in the BLUF, which is the next steps. And that is that recap. So executive eyes can make executive decisions. So the reason why this score is high is because it's concise, it's professional, it's correct. It hits the points. It strongly leads in with what matters in a timely manner, and it provides analysis. So this is the format. And I will spend more time on another video specifically breaking this down so we can all be successful. I've been I've been interviewing people who have taken the FSOA, and I cannot wait to share with you what I've learned, which is partially this. So, just for the sake of it being digestible on the eyes, that is that part. So it's the same response, just as you've seen um, in the FSOT.com, where it's asking a question, is giving you like a template, and you can respond inside of that. Same thing here. Here's your bottom line. Here's your supporting fact. Here's your implications or your UF, and of course the next steps are to follow. And that is essentially what that letter will look like, um, completely sent. We just to make sure I am also being mindful of time. The time right now is 7:57 Eastern Standard, so I do want to be mindful. There's a few more pieces that I do want to cover when it as it pertains to the FSOA. I will make a separate video just for that, so I'm not taking away from anything because we're just days away from the FSOT and also submitting your personal narrative. So you should be working on your personal narratives now. But I definitely want to make sure that everyone is being great and successful as it relates to being confident as you approach it. So I will share these slides in the society in the platform, so that way it will associate with it, but you will also see it in that next video, just to show like, and more so just for the sake of giving you a full view of writing. You typically would not use the STAR-L method in the FSOA, but for those who are completely locked in with writing in the STAR-L method, and they wanted to see, what does it look like when you are um, conveying the same story in this way, in the situation, task, action, result, and learning. This is what they will look like. But what you really want to lean into for the FSOA is going to be that BLUF style, and we will spend more time on that to make sure that we are completely great there.